Today, we are going to be getting 1 kill with every AR in Call of Duty history. After we complete each game, we're going to rank that set of ARs on a tier list. Let's dive in. All right, first gun up, M16. I mean, come on now. I mean, that's just too easy, man. Next up, AK-47. Now, AK-47, decent gun, actually, back in the day. Kind of got overshadowed a little bit by the M16 and a gun we'll use here in a minute. But we should be able to... I mean, come on, man! This is already going way better than the snipers. Way better. Next up, as I said, the gun that a lot of people use besides the M16, it is the M4, ladies and gentlemen. Watch what I do with this thing. I apologize. We did put a silencer on this thing, which I really don't know why we did that, to be honest with you. But I got a kill there, so that was one of the worst kills ever. G3, the single shot demon. I believe at one point this gun was like hacked, and you could like really spam it. Now, I don't have much of a trigger finger, so what you're about to see here is going to be disgusting for a lot of people. I'm so good at this game. It's crazy. G36, another gun that just didn't get enough love, man. Another gun that just didn't get enough love. Oh, okay. Ow, 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 ow. Hold on. Can we somehow camp this and get a kill? That's amazing. I mean, that's just amazing, man. All right. We had to go join another game because back in the day, you only had 5 creative classes and you couldn't edit them mid-game. So here we are. We're back. What is this gun called? The M14. So this is, if I remember correctly, is a single shot gun. My favorite again. So COD 4 had a lot of single shot guns, actually. It's kind of wild. Oh! I mean, we're making record time here. I mean, I hate to brag. I hate to brag. You guys know that. But now we have the last gun for the ARs in COD 4, the MP44, which was actually the last gun you got in this game as well. And I'm just going to be honest with you. It was kind of trash. I'm not going to lie. Like, why would you use this gun instead of the M16 or the M4? I don't really know. But we do need to get a kill on it. So let's dive in here. Let's see if we can't get in the hidey hole a little bit. Oh yeah, this gun's trash. Oh yeah, this gun's trash. Oh yeah, this gun's trash. Okay, we might be on this gun for the next 15-20 minutes, boys. We're in trouble. I tried to tell you this gun was not good. Okay, I tried to tell you, but you didn't listen to me. Now I'm getting noob tubed. There it is. There it is. That's clean. Here's the thing. M16, M4, super iconic. I would almost put G3 in there a little bit because I know a lot of people that were single shot fans that use this thing like crazy, but there's some duds in there as well. And the duds are duds. I'm gonna balance these out to a B+. I'm giving COD 4 a B+. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now on World at War, and a lot of these guns, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oof, I'm gonna give you a little teaser. They are not the best. For some reason, World at War chose pretty much a rifle category as... Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Nobody says a word. This might take all day. I'm serious when I say this. I don't know. I don't know if I got that kill or not. All I know is I saw plus 10. As I was saying, there's a bunch of rifles in this game, so they're all single shot. Like, it's crazy. Now, this was... I kind of did like the Gewer. I didn't even there was no introduction for that. This is the Gewer, guys. You already saw the kill, but this is the Gewer. Actually, it was kind of a good gun. Now we have the M1 Garand. Would you believe it or not? It's another single shotgun, guys. I don't know what we were doing. Now we have one of the best. The STG. I mean, this thing makes me happy. Now, there is only 5 in COD 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we can leave this in the video. If you actually ever go back and play old Call of Duties, for the sake of everything that's holy, can you not leave the game? Because there's a little rule. If you're the host, the game ends. Okay? Thank you. So now we're back. It's the STG. Honestly, if I'm being truthful here, I loved using this gun. Now I put a silencer on it. I really don't know why I did that. I actually there was no real reason to do it besides I would play a lot of search and destroy and I would just do that with it. It's just such a pretty feeling. Ah! Now, the last gun in World at War ARs, again, is another single shot rifle. And it's the M1A1. And this thing was surprisingly the last gun to unlock in this game, which I don't know who made that decision. Well, I remember back in the day unlocking this, being so excited for it. And then you get it and it was a single shot gun. You're like, wait, what? But here you go. Let's see if we can actually find a kill. We are kind of doing speaking of loop-de-loop-de. Let's see if we can find one person. Now we do have tanks to deal with, which is never fun. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I told you this thing. It's just not that good. You're never gonna beat an MP40 with an M1A1. Ever. Ever in a million. Yeah, we might be on this gun forever. We might be on this gun for 3 weeks. We're spinning around in circles. We're getting naded by random spots on the map. There we go. There we go. Disappointing. Disappointing final gun, I'm not gonna lie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest. I love World at War with my whole heart. But my gosh, these ARs are awful. I mean, there's some sneaky picks, like the Gewehr was in there and it was not bad. I mean, STG's iconic, but unfortunately, an iconic gun, when there's 4 other bad ones, and I'm talking about bad, I might go F tier. Oh, I just gave World at War F tier. Oh no, it's an F tier though. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on OG MW2, starting off with an M4. Now, if you go back and play MW2, sometimes this game may turn into a search and destroy, so hopefully we're good. But we're starting this bad boy off with the M4. Honestly, dare I say, kind of an underrated AR in this game. I feel like this game's got some ARs that's kind of got me a little bit excited. I'm not gonna lie to you. Watch this. I'm sad. There's one. There's one. Okay, we got it back. We got it back. Next up, we got the FAMAS. Now, this is the 3-round burst one. And I believe if we actually hit our shots, which is very unlikely, it should be a 1 burst. Of course, they get a UAV as soon as I walk into this building. What? Yep, I knew. Listen, I knew it was going to happen. You call the UAV in. Here comes old T-Dawg walking in and gets shot inside the head. I'm going right down there. I don't give a crap. What the heck is going on, man? I thought there was somebody over here. I hate this gun. It makes me feel like okay, I love this gun. All right, next up, one of my favorite guns, maybe of all time. The Scar H in MW2 silenced. I mean, you want to talk about iconic? Come on, peek it. I dare you. Okay. That's enough. Oh, you're camping. You're camping. Yes! Next up, the TAR, which honestly, here's the crazy thing about the TAR. A lot of people will tell you that they actually love this gun. Now, I think that they're personally lying to you, but maybe they're not. Okay, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Next up is the FAL. Our first... Woo! I was gonna say our first single shotgun. Get it out of here. Who do I think I am doing that? Who on earth do I think I am? All right, M16. Let me just make sure. It's a 3-round burst. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. The M16 is a 3-round burst, just like it was in COD 4. Every once in a while, there's some mods for this thing. I couldn't remember. Listen, this game came out like 13 years ago, so don't get mad at me. Let's see if we can't get the M16. M16 is kind of underrated. Another one of those guns, like, if you hit, you hit. If you don't, you don't. I'm getting shot in the back here by a sniper. There's 17 people down here. Okay, come on, M16. We need you, baby. We need you, baby. There it is. There it is. I only got 10 kills with this weapon. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's like 9 ARs in MW2. So joining another game here, of course, the iconic ACR. I mean, come on. I could listen to that silencer and hit marker the rest of my life and I'd be happy. Next up, the AK. Wait, did I skip one? I pooped the bed, didn't I? I pooped the bed. I pooped all over the kitchen sink. I got a kill with the AK and I couldn't even see him. Now, unfortunately, I have to quit this game because I missed the gun. That's my bad. We didn't put the M2. What is this thing called again? I already forgot. F2000. I said M2000. I'm losing my mind here already. We forgot to do the F2000. But again, there's 9 ARs in Modern Warfare 2. So give me, you know, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see here. Can we get a kill with the F2000? Whoa, this thing's got some recoil. Back when Call of Duty actually had recoil. I can't see a thing, and I just got an assist. Okay, F2000. There's gonna be somebody over here. There's gotta be. There's like 50 people in this match. Okay, I got a kill. I didn't get the second one, though. That actually wasn't that bad. It kind of felt good. All right, folks. Well, hey, what are we rating this bad boy? Well, listen, here you go. Here's my way of thinking with this. There's 9 guns, and the SCAR and the ACR are just some of the most iconic guns of all time. But there is some duds in this list. I've thought about it. I've discussed with my team. We're going B minus. Yes, close to a C, but a B minus. Well, we are on to Black Ops 1, and this game, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, has 10 ARs. I honestly did not remember this game having 10 ARs, but I actually kind of love it. Okay, I want to number one apologize for that shooting. This is the M16. It is a 3-round burst gun. That is the kill. That's what you're going to get. I'm sorry. Next up, we got the Enfield. Did somebody do something to my controller? What's going on? Why am I aiming like that? Somebody took my Cronus away. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Okay, just kidding. The Enfield was another one of them weapons that... Oh, no, don't do this. Don't do this to me, Black Ops 1. All right, we got to do a brand new game, and we're starting off with the Enfield. I've been having trouble with BO1, boys. I'm not going to lie. If you go back and play BO1, it becomes more difficult by the day. But here we are. Let's see if we can get an Enfield kill. The Enfield, for me, was actually kind of underrated. I'm not going to lie to you. And that guy's actually using an Enfield, I believe. Yeah, he is. Whoa! My man made the Enfield look really good. We could just chill here a second. I'm telling you. Enfield, one of the most underrated guns in this game. All right, next up, the M14. Now, I mean, these guys love adding some single shot guns into these games. I mean, it sucks! Please get me off that. Please get me off that gun. I don't want to ever see that gun again. That's what I'm talking about. That's the FAMAS, guys. Probably the best gun in this game, and maybe could be one of the best guns in COD history. Not gonna lie, the BO1 FAMAS. I'm gonna keep rolling with it for a second. Watch this. Let me roll with this thing. Okay, never mind. Next up, we have the Galil. Oh, my sweet prince. The silenced Galil. The noise that you can just hear in your sleep. Listen to this. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man. Next up, we got the AUG. And again, like the Enfield, I'm not going to lie. I think it's another underrated gun in this game. I really do. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's pretty right there, boys. Okay, now we got the FAL. Again, my kryptonite is these single shotguns. I mean, I'd love to get a kill right away off the rip. Is that possible for me? No, probably. But am I going to sit here and camp a second? Yeah. Where did these guys go? Is there a guy? What are you doing back here, peep? All right, boys. Now we're on to the AK-47. Obviously, the AK-47 was an MW2. The AK-47's gotten a lot of love here. It's been in COD 4. It's been in MW2. I don't like corner campers. I apologize. Anyway, the AK-47. Not bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are joining another game because there is 10. Remember, 10 ARs in this game. I didn't want to go this quick on the commando, but it's just that good, man. It's just that good. And the final gun, maybe something you haven't used in a long time, the G11. Another, I believe this was the last gun as well. And as you can see at the 3-round burst, I don't want to count that kill. I couldn't even see. There it is. G11. Actually kind of an underrated AR. I'm not going to lie to you. The 3-round burst kind of nice. Okay, Black Ops 1. I'm going right into it. What would I rate the BO1 ARs? I am pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to lie to you. Commando, FAMAS, the G11, even the AK, Commando, Galil, AUG. Even the FAL was good. I mean, there's only like one or two okay guns in this for the ARs. I'm going A. We're getting our first A on the board. BO1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on MW3 and we are coming back to the M4. Let me mute everybody just in case. I have my son on the other side. I don't know why that is, but here we are. Starting off with the M4. Now, this map is actually semi-small. We should be able to relatively get these semi-quick if we can hit a shot, which we can, of course. But now the M4, believe it or not, I feel like I used ARs a lot in MW3. I don't know about you guys. I feel like the only real SMG I remember from this game is like the PP Bison or something like that. And there's the M4, done, quick. Now we got the M16. A lot of these will look familiar to you guys, everybody. It's very similar guns. M16, boom, bada bing. Now we have, oh, the Scar silenced. I'm telling you, a lot of these are going to look very familiar, and they're just so special. Woo-hoo-hoo! We are moving right along, baby. I love the Scar, man. This Scar is just so fun to use. It really is. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. Next up, we have the CM9. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I actually set this class up, I didn't have one single attachment for it. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. If you've ever used the CM9 and you were grinding it, let me know. Is it actually a good gun or is it absolutely terrible? Oh my! What kind of iron sights are those? No wonder I didn't use this thing. Next up, we have the Type 95. And when I think back to ARs, I actually really like this AR. I don't know if it was... Oh my... Oh! I kind of forgot it was a 3-round burst, but I remember using it a lot. I have autumn camo for it. Yes. Next up, the G36. Again, you'll remember this bad boy. A lot of similar guns in the mix. And we get another one. It's just moving right along. Now we get to use the ACR. I think we joined back on the same game, which is totally fine with me. I think the whole lobby left. I think the whole lobby followed me. We just traded. But that counts. I mean, it does. Next up, the MK14. Single shot gun, I believe. But I actually, surprisingly enough, now I didn't rank this gun up at all. I'm not going to lie to you, but I don't remember it being that bad. I feel like I remember hearing this a lot in MW3 lobbies. But we'll find out when I start to shoot this thing, and it's either going to be the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life or... Yeah, I remembered it being pretty good. Okay, next up, again, another gun you guys probably recognize, AK-47. This gun might be the gun that's in every single Call of Duty at this point. I'm shooting my son's own body, man. And now the last gun. Again, another game with 10 guns. This FAD, I remember this thing being phenomenal. Oh my gosh. I didn't know it had it like that, though. Okay. That is every AR in MW3. I feel like when I played MW3, didn't play it a ton. I didn't play it a ton, but I played it a good amount. I felt like I used nothing but ARs. So I think we're going to be joining the A tier with MW3. I don't know where else to put this besides the top of the top because this is phenomenal. There might not be a bad AR. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on Black Ops 2. There are 9 ARs, and yes, we are on Nuketown. What a great combo. We realistically should be able to finish this video in like 2 minutes, this section of BO2. Although I don't want to leave it. I love BO2 so much. This is the MTAR. I forgot to introduce the MTAR. This is the MTAR. And I love it so much. Okay, now we have the Type 25. My aim is atrocious. The Type 25. That guy's sitting dead still. Don't know why, but it is what it is. Okay, next up, we got the SWAT. And here's the best thing about Call of Duty Black Ops 2. They had a select fire mod. So now it's actually, this is a 3-round burst gun. But if you had select fire on, you could just do that and it would be automatic. I love this game. Next up, the FAL. Single shotgun. But listen, I'm not playing by the rules here. Put select fire back on. Put this thing in automatic. Okay, my aim is atrocious, but the FAL automatic is actually kind of good. Next up, one of the most underrated guns in this game, I feel like the M27. You got it as a default class, and I feel like a lot of people didn't give it the love it deserved. Okay, beautiful. All right, next up, we got the SCAR. When I use the SCAR, I always loved putting it as silencer. There's something about a SCAR and silencer. No matter what game you do, it just feels good, man. Now we have the SMR, which I'm gonna actually play nice here. This is another single shot gun, but it was actually pretty good. So that was actually, I'm shocked I got that kill so quick. I'm not gonna lie to you. The final gun in Black Ops 2. Watch this. They run right into my trap. That is stupid, man. Now the M8 is a gun that was absolutely like this M8 dominated the game. Like competitively, public match. And surprising, because usually a 3-round burst gun does not do that. I can't get a kill with it, so what does it matter? Not really giving it a good reputation here. Are they gonna make me camp up here and get a kill with the M8? I need 1 kill in Nuketown. Please. Okay, son. Okay, son. Okay, that's enough. It's done. It's done. It's done. Okay, guys, listen, I lied to you. The M8 was not the final gun. It was the AN-94. And, oh my. One of my favorite guns in Call of Duty history, the AN-94. Okay, now we can rate the BO2 ARs. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. They're M8, AN-94, super underrated SCAR, M27, the SWAT, the Type 25. I mean, am I crazy? I feel like I can't. I feel like it's another situation where it's like a B+, because there is a couple duds that I didn't like. I'm going B+. I'm going B+. Final answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we start this one off. COD Ghost, the SC 2010. And I'm almost positive every time I play Call of Duty Ghosts, you better believe it's this map. I don't know what it is. I physically can't see that guy. I don't remember this gun being too bad, actually. I think this gun is actually decent. I didn't see those guys either. I mean, I didn't see those guys either. I didn't see this guy either. I truly don't know what's worse, this COD or MW2. Okay. Guys, there was a lot of raging in that. So you just saw the first kill and I had died like 7 times. Okay, now we have the SA-85. We got the 2010. We got the 805. We got the 808s and heartbreaks. We're all over the map here with numbers, but another relatively decent AR. But I don't know if they were just decent because the game had the quickest time to kill of all time. Like, dude, this map is, I can't get over how this is actually a real map. That's a guy. Oh my gosh. Moving right along to the AK-12. I actually did like this gun. I'm not gonna lie. I will not pretend like I didn't. I actually like this gun. I loved it, actually. This is probably one of my most used ARs in this game. Okay, next up, the FAD, the FAD. This is the worst game of all time. The way people play this is exhausting. Woo! All right, one of the guns, if you're an AR, if you're a Ghost guy, I mean, you know this AR, man. This is the Remington. I feel like this kind of dominated the ARs. And that's not a good example of why it dominated the ARs. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't even see that guy. Woo! Okay, the MSBS. Now, this gun, if I remember correctly, was absolutely overpowered. All get out. They did patch it, but it's still very good. Okay. Next up, we have probably another gun that you guys all know, the Honey Badger. I mean, something about the Honey Badger just really hits different when you think about it, you know? Look at the range on this thing. Oh my dude, it's so satisfying. Now we have the ARX 160. There's a lot of numbers in this game. I don't like having to think like that. Okay, so this gun's terrible. So this is the worst gun of all time. Move! Let me in the door! I mean, you know, if you're taking a 4 or 5 hit markers with an AR in Call of Duty Ghosts. Oof, I don't know about that thing. That's not very good. And lastly, we have the Maverick, which if you guys didn't know, this actually was a DLC weapon. Ghost, I believe, had 2 DLC weapons. This and the Ripper. Both were actually pretty solid. I really like these iron sights, to be honest. Let's see if we can do a little jump up here. Woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Call of Duty Ghost, check. Rating the COD Ghost ARs, there's actually, you know, this is a surprising game for me. Because Remington, Maverick, Honey Badger, like, not a bad little list. There's just a couple bad ones in here. I mean, even the MSBS, I know it's not a gun you talk about a lot, but this thing was crazy. I just think there's a couple duds in here. I'm gonna go C tier because Honey Badger and Remington on another level, but the rest were kind of mid-ish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to Advanced Warfare, and we're starting off with the AE4. Now, I'm assuming that this game might be the longest to complete because, listen, it's a jetpack COD, and we don't know how sweaty the other team's gonna be. We'll see how my first shot is, and I'll let you know. I don't know if this is an SMG or... Oh, it's an AR. Where'd it go? AE4 felt kind of nice. Next up, we got the STG. Now, the STG, I believe, was a supply drop weapon. And of course, it was really good. A shocker. Next up, the AK-47. Again, this gun seems to kind of just show up in every single Call of Duty imaginable. Oh my. I don't know how I got that kill, but we'll take it, man. All right, next up, we have the M16. Well, we're in a 2v2 with horrible connection. Not the best representation of Advanced Warfare. This game might be dead. Next up, again, another flashback to World War II. They brought in the M1 Garand, another World War II favorite. Oh my. Kind of smooth. Actually, kind of better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, the lever action. I don't know if I've ever used this gun before. I'm not going to lie to you. What is this? What is that scope? This game is lagging so bad. It's unbelievable. I can't shoot. I can't shoot a jetpack guy who's lagging. I'm sorry. I gotta quit out of this. I have to quit out of that. That is, I can't even think straight. We got a new lobby. It looks like this connection is a little bit better than the last one, so that's good. We are now on the lever action, which this might take me the entire game. I'm not gonna lie to you, unless I get lucky. Oh my gosh. What is this scope, dude? Why does... I don't know who thought of that. I really don't. I'll take another one. I don't know who thought of this scope, though. All right, next up, we got the BAL 27, which pretty much was the gun of choice back in the day. And that's why. I mean, the thing was so good, it's insane. I lost the second one, but it's okay. Next up, we got another fan favorite. I actually really like this gun, the AK-12. I love the iron sights on it. This was just like the Ghosts. Oh, man. Sometimes I think this thing... It needed more love, man. It needed more love. Now we got the ARX, which again, a lot of these are, I mean, I have the supply drop blueprints of them. This one I feel like was okay. I don't have a lot of memories with it. And I definitely forgot that it was a burst gun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now we got the HBR. Shout out Nate Shot. If you know, you know. It's good to use this thing again. There it is. Yeah, baby. And then lastly, we have the IMR. Now, I do remember that this was a 3-round burst. Oh, I mean, that's pretty clean right there, boys. That's pretty clean list right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with AW, it's a tough one because we got to factor in 2 things. The original ones that are in the game from launch and then the ones that came in after the fact with supply drops. I'm not going to lie to you. I think ARs on launch... Advanced Warfare, I'm going A. But the ones that they brought in over time with supply drops, I think it drops it down to a B because some of them kind of suck because they are World War II guns in Advanced Warfare. Not sure what we were thinking there. An A, launch. B, after launch. Does that make sense? Okay, we are starting this bad boy off with the KN-44. We are on Black Ops 3, one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my gosh, this game is so satisfying. It makes me so sick. Next up, the XR2. Now, this was a 3-round burst gun, if you didn't know that. I did want to mention, this game had 7 default guns. We are doing the default classes now. This game had 8 supply drop weapons. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It had 7 ARs all out of the box, and then they added another 8 in supply drops. So you know what? Oh, thanks for stealing my kill. This is the HVK, actually. I was gonna say underrated AR. Okay, there it is. That makes more sense. I don't understand how they added 8 more supply drop weapons. I mean, BO3 gets a lot of love, but man, their supply drop system was absolutely awful. Next up, we got the ICR, which I believe was a default class in this game, if I remember correctly. And that's probably why, because it was terrible. I think it was like a silenced ICR as the default class. Okay, it's not that bad, actually. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Now we have the Man of War. I didn't even get a satisfying kill with this, man. It's so good. This gun was so fun to use. It's like semi-auto, but not, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying to use. Now we have the Shiva, which is a single shot gun. And I think if you hit your shots, yeah, you can take them out in 2 bullets. We're moving through the guns here, folks. Now we have the M8, which I would say, just like BO2, was a pretty big meta in this game. Now it's 3-round burst again. And I believe, again, if you hit your shots, I mean, it's pretty clean, you know? It's pretty clean, that's all I'll say. Now we have the M16, which is a DLC weapon. And if I remember correctly, this was the definition of... It was a definition of mid. 3-round burst guns, unless they're like the M8, I feel like are never that good. But we got a kill with it. That sounds good to me. BO3 is a tough one for me because there's a lot of banger ones. M8, Man of War, Shiva, XR2, KN-44. It's pretty close to an A, but I think the HVK and the ICR kind of hurt it a little bit. So I'm going B tier, but it's probably a B plus for Black Ops 3. I'm not gonna lie. All right, folks, it's IW time, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not play this game a lot. I know a few of these weapons, like this one here, the NV4. I remember this being one of the greatest guns, maybe in COD history. But will I be able to get a kill with it? I mean, I would hope so. I mean, this is gonna be an hour-long video. If I can't get a kill with it, then there was legitimately 17 people there and I didn't get 1 kill. There was legitimately 17 people there and I didn't get 1 kill. Not in order, but this is the Volk. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't think I used this one. I remember it. That's the positive news. But I don't remember much about it. Now we have the R3K. I'm gonna be honest with you. Didn't know it was a 3-round burst till 2 seconds ago. Not bad, though. Now we have the K-Bar. Now, the K-Bar, I remember. K-Bar was a smooth weapon. Clean, to the point. Feeling good, looking good. And just shooting them through the walls. Oh, yeah. Now we have the Type 2, which looks like an SMG, but is in the AR category, which... I don't know. They could be lying because that thing absolutely sucks. All right, let's see if we got some range with... We just got to get off this game as quickly as possible, guys. I mean, this game is so freaking sweaty. It's gonna drive me up a wall. I'm never gonna get done this game. I'm never gonna get done this game. Just kidding. Now we have the RVN. It's a burst gun. Didn't know that. Now it's an X-Eon. Okay, actually don't mind that scope. It's a little weird, but looks like this looks like a Star Wars Battlefront gun, doesn't it? If I can like, I kind of like that. All right, we had 1 more gun to go, and it's the G-Rail. Have I used this gun? That was a single shot gun. Okay. Infinite Warfare. We can get out of here. All right, we're gonna keep this quick and simple and to the point, guys. I didn't use half of these, but for using some of them for the first time, they weren't that bad. And I feel like a lot of these were pretty decent. Example, K-Bar, Volk, NV4, like those were pretty good. The rest were a little weird. I'm gonna go C tier, just because I feel like that's a middle ground. I don't think anybody's even gonna watch this section. They'll probably skip past it. Now, in World War II, there's like 500 guns, but a lot of them are on supply drops, so we are getting the ones that are not in supply drops. That was the M1942, by the way. I didn't know what it was called. I don't know what this one's called either because it goes by the name of the gun. Oh, it's down at the bottom. Okay. This is the M1941, chat. There you go. The M1 Garand. Ooh, somebody's floating in. This single shot gun, as you remember, is actually in Advanced Warfare. Shocking fact of the day. It's also in World War II. This is how they tease. My aim is so trash, it's unbelievable. I can't get a kill. I'm never going to be able to get a kill with this M1 Garand. Just kidding. Sit down! Now we have, I mean, this is literally the meta in this game, the STG-44. Watch how easy it is to kill somebody with this gun. Watch this. Look at this guy. Okay, all of a sudden this gun's terrible? Wait, why is there somebody behind me? Uh-oh. Okay, that was not very satisfying, but STG was the meta in this game. Watch this. I told you guys. I tried to tell you, man. I tried to tell you. Now we have the M1A1 carbine, which in World at War was the final gun. Really wasn't the best of gun in World at War, and I don't really know if it was good in this game either, to be honest with you. Doesn't certainly look like it. Okay, M1 carbine is right now not at my top of my favorite list. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Huh? Oh yeah, this gun's terrible. Oh, this gun's terrible, man. Okay, wait a second. This gun actually might be good. All right, FG42. We unfortunately couldn't get it at the buzzer last game, but here's the good news, chat. I am host of this game, so watch this. Watch how easy it is when you're host. It's just so easy. It's just too easy, man. It's too easy. All right, next up, we have honestly, one of my favorite guns in Call of Duty history. I know that sounds insane to say, but the bar in World War II was insanely fun to use. And I'm talking about insanely fun to use. I think this thing got nerfed like 17 times and it's still one of the best guns in the game. I don't know how, but as you can see, it's still freaking unbelievable. And lastly, we have the SVT, which again, this game had a ton of supply drop weapons. I'm sorry, if you want to go unlock them and let me use your account, I didn't have them. So we're doing default weapons only. You get what you get. You pay for what you get. SVT. Another single shot rifle. I'm just not in love with that stuff. All right, chat. World War II ARs. I'm going to get kind of controversial here. I think the only two that were halfway decent are the STG and the bar. Dare I say D tier? Is that insane to say? That might be insane to say. I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going D tier. I don't care what you say. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for BO4. We got 150 health to deal with. So it might be like Advanced Warfare. Just kidding. That guy's camping in the corner. The ICR in this game, I already got the kill, but very, very good. I don't know how to, can you not look at your guns in this game? I thought you could. Next up, we have the Rampart, which I don't know much about multiplayer. I think it was pretty good in multiplayer, but in Blackout, this thing was absolutely insane. Honestly, I'm glad we're on Summit of all maps, you know? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Now, next up, we have the KN57. Now, again, I remember this being so good in Blackout. I think my entire knowledge of BO4 is what guns were good in Blackout, which I think is okay. Okay, let's get this one kill with this KN94. Oh, yeah, dude. These things were phenomenal. Now we have the Vapor. Didn't use this gun in multiplayer. Didn't really use this gun in Blackout either because you just had the KN94, but I'm gonna give you 2 kills there just to do it. Now we have what I know for a fact, because I love competitive Call of Duty, was the meta in competitive Call of Duty, the Maddox. This thing's like an SMG AR pretty much. It's kind of how I would categorize it. I feel like you can move around like you're an SMG. But boy, does it got some pop to it as an AR. Now we have the Grav, which this is a supply drop weapon. I believe the Maddox is the last gun that is a regular gun. And this Grav was, I'm pretty 99% sure that this was a supply drop weapon. So we're just going to do the supply drop weapons that we have. We're not doing anything crazy. We're not buying these. You're not getting my money no more. What is all this, brother? What is all this? I'm gonna give you another one. And now we have the last gun, the AN-94. I mean, what a BO2 classic. They brought it back in BO4. Doesn't have the same pop as it did in BO4 or BO2, but you know, listen, it's never a bad thing to use the AN-94. Let's be frank with ourselves. Watch this. Boom. Bada bing. Come back. What is he doing? Okay, so what will we rate BO4? I mean, it's going to be pretty quick. The launch ARs, I actually kind of like them. ICR, Rampart, KN, Maddox. I think the only bad one really is the Vapor. So, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. I think I'm going to go A tier because I feel like the Vapor wasn't bad enough to drag this down to a B. I'm going A. All right, we've gotten to MW19, which is just such a great place to be, man. We open up with the Kilo. Oh, dude, just it feels so good to be back. Now, why am I spinning around in circles? Just to get the vibes again, man, to get the movement. What? Okay, there it is. Okay, well, it wasn't a good start, boys, but the Kilo was the meta, man. Now we got the FAL, which I don't know anybody that used this gun in this game. I am not going to lie to you. I don't remember using it. I mean, not terrible, though. Now we have the M4, and this blueprint is actually called Old Faithful because, honestly, the M4 in Modern Warfare really was Old Faithful, man. Come back and peek it. 3, 2, 1, peek. This guy's got to get a job. Look at the M4. It's just, it's Old Faithful, boys. Oh my. This is so, it's just, it is so satisfying to play this game. Now we have the it's like the FR556. Another gun that I don't think a lot of people used. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I remember correctly, this is a 3-round burst gun. It's a 3-round burst gun, but the TTK is so low in this game, you can't even tell anyway. Next up, the Odin. Odin. A gun that, I mean, people tried to force it as the meta in Warzone. It just never worked. It's just a little too heavy and clunky, especially when you use it compared to like the M4 and all. Oh my gosh, I killed that guy in 1 bullet though. What is happening? Is the TTK that low in this game and I just forgot? Now we have the M13, my precious baby. I'm trying to tell people about my precious baby. This was my favorite gun in Warzone. It never got the love it quite deserved. You know, the other ones kind of, they always outshined it, but it was just consistent. It was consistent. No recoil. M13, baby. M13. Team M13 in the chat. Now we have the Scar. And I was making fun of people earlier saying that they liked the Scar. Yeah, it was good in MW2. Yeah, it was good in MW3. Come on, you don't want to use... Oh, wait a second. Was I wrong the whole time and this thing was actually good? Was this thing actually good? Wait a second. Was this thing actually good? I might have been making fun of people in chat. And this thing might have actually been good. Oh, no. I might be back. Okay, this is the AK-47, I think. Yeah, it is. I almost called it the AN-94. I don't know what it is about this game, why everything is so satisfying to use. But it just makes me sad. Okay, this is the AS Val, originally in a single shot mode. I don't know why I don't have the full auto attachment, but we're not going to talk about that. This thing was completely broken on launch. You could shoot through walls, which obviously you can't do anymore. But if you remember back in the day, you could. Oh my gosh, this thing is unbelievable. That's a battle pass weapon too, by the way. Next up, we have the Ram 7. A lot of people's favorites. I didn't really enjoy it that much, but that was probably one of the quickest kills of all time. So I'm glad I get to get off that gun. Now we have the Growl. Growl's my baby. Growl's everyone's baby. Rotate to it. Take him out. I mean, listen. I'm gonna say it. Grau could be my favorite gun in Call of Duty history. Let me get a kill with this AMAX. Dead. See ya. And then the last gun, the AN-94. It's a guy with a riot shield. You hate to see it, folks. AN-94, the final guns. Whoa! Why did my aim go into the ceiling after I got punched? Oh, this thing, I remember this. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. Okay, the ARs in Modern Warfare. Listen, I got a little distracted with the Grau because that's one of my favorite guns of all time. But I mean, honestly, I feel like there's just so many iconic Modern Warfare 19 ARs that I have to put this in the A category. Kilo, Grau, M4, M13. I mean, even the AMAX, the AS Val. I don't want to hear nothing. This is an A. So shut your mouth if you disagree. Okay, we're joining Cold War game. We're starting off with the XM4, and I gotta be honest with you, absolutely love this gun. There's a lot of Cold War weapons that I'm gonna say that I absolutely love this weapon. XM4 was one of them. It's just so pretty. Now we have the AK-47, which I am gonna say it. I think this is one of the best guns in the game. I was waiting to get a kill. What is all that noise? We mute our mics. I mean, guys, this AK-47, do you guys remember how good this thing was? What? Watch this. He's not gonna expect me to come right up here. Watch this. Okay, or not. Now we have probably could be the best gun in the game, the Krig 6. Used in competitive. The Ice Drake, one of the best bundles we ever got in Cold War. It's just a blast to use this thing again. I'd love to get a kill in the first try. Watch this. Bada bing. That's a horrible iron sight, but we'll take it. Now we have the QBZ. Never really got the fair love that it deserved. I mean, it wasn't the best gun at all, but there's a guy back there, which I can just get an easy kill. Okay, that is horrible. Now we have the FFAR. Now in multiplayer, I'm just gonna be honest with you. This definitely did not. I feel like this didn't do what it was supposed to do. But in Warzone, on the other hand, okay, I just threw a stun on myself. That's not what I wanted to do. That was not the plan. The only way you were using this FA, oh my gosh, it's terrible, was an SMG version of it. Yeah, that's wow. Okay, now we have the Groza. Again, didn't really use this a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could lie to you and say I love this gun, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you I probably used this gun twice in my life. Now let's see if we can get a kill with it. All right, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, okay, interesting. I understand it now. Okay, Farah 83. Now this one was definitely meta for a while in Warzone. Another gun that I really remember in this game was the Farah. C58, baby. Okay, EM2 time. Oh. I am so sorry you guys had to watch that. This thing was actually decent in Warzone, right? Okay, there it is. Okay. Panic over. Now we have the Grav, a gun that nobody used in multiplayer, nobody used in... Again, they always make this gun like not very good. It's the Galil from BO1. Why are we not making this thing like overpowered, like it needs to be where everybody's using it? It's not really that good in BO4. It's not really good in this game. And I'm getting head glitched in the middle of a pond over here. I do like the iron sights though. I mean, the circle iron sights I'm always a sucker for, not gonna lie. This thing is, it's so bad. And our last gun is the Varga. Oh, look at this. Ooh. Cold War kind of killed it with the blueprints. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ooh, what? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Oh, shoot. Now, where'd he go? Guys, I'm gonna lose my mind. I may be the worst Cold War player of all time. And I'm not kidding. Just kidding, I'm the greatest. I gotta say this. Despite being very memorable, like you kind of remember the guns from Cold War ARs, but a lot of them are not that great, I feel like. I mean, XM4, sure. AK, sure. Yeah. Krieg, yeah. But then can you name another one that was really great? I don't know if I can. Maybe if you think Warzone, but I'm going to go C tier. I think they're just average. I really do. Okay, we are on Call of Duty Vanguard now, and we're opening this bad boy up with the STG. Yes, this has been in like 90 games now, and it's just as good as ever. Now we have the Itra Burst, which honestly, if I remember correctly, if this hits, it'll be a 1 burst. Now, the problem is that's going to be relying upon my aim, which sometimes has a mind of its own. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see if we can't figure this out. Is it a 1 burst? Close enough. I mean, that's pretty close. Now we have one of my favorite guns, maybe of all time, again, alongside the Grau, the Automaton. Why did it go so quick? I love this gun, man. Now we have the Bar, which honestly, another gun that we've been seeing in like World War II. And it's just as good, but not the blueprint probably helped. I'm not gonna lie, actually. Now the AS-44. Now this thing was a beast. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I mean, we should be able to do some damage with this one. You can make somebody disappear with this thing. Holy moly, man. Okay, the NZ-41, also a super big meta for a little bit in the Warzone side of things. I felt like it was meta for like 16 years, to be honest with you. I don't see who's shooting me. There he is. See ya. We have the Volk returning again, which, I mean, honestly, I feel like this gun never really did what we thought it was gonna do. You know? Does that make sense? Like, we thought it was gonna be great. Somebody's shooting at me in a tree. Now we have the Nikita, and this is the Terminator version, which is one of my favorite guns to use. We actually used it in like the overpowered bundles thing. Is this guy still in the tree? He is. He's in the tree. I actually really like this bundle. I don't condone getting bundles, but the Terminator bundle was actually kind of cool. Now we have the Cooper Carbine, which it was such a fun gun to use, man. It was such a fun gun to use. Just want to look at it for a second. Oh my goodness. It was like this game's M13. Now this gun, I can't even remember what this gun's called. I'm going to be honest with you. KG M40. I had forgotten what it was called because I'm not going to lie to you. I think I used it like 1 time, but pretty good. Now we have the BP-50, which was definitely a battle pass weapon, and I absolutely loved it. Oh, I wanted to get one more. I might get one more just because I want to. Okay, never mind. I need to move on. And now the final 2 guns. First up, we have the Vargo. Let's see what we got with the Vargo. Another, what do you want to call it? I keep saying supply drop, but it's not supply drop. It's battle pass in this version of the game. There's always people like hiding in the weirdest ways in this game. He had no idea where I was. And then lastly, an EM1. Yep, that was in Call of Duty Vanguard, a World War II shooter. Don't ask me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Vanguard. What will we give Vanguard? I don't know, man. This is a tough one. There's a lot that I liked, but there's a lot that I hated. Man, I'm looking over the list now. I just feel like Automaton and Cooper Carbine are like the only ones you really remember. And I guess EM1 because of how weird it was. The rest were just kind of forgettable. Oh, man. I'm going to give it C-. It feels like it should be a D, maybe, honestly. I should probably go down to a D. It's gonna be a D. I'm sorry, Vanguard. All right, everybody, MW2. I'm serious when I say this. There's legitimately like 500 ARs in this game. We start with the 7.62. Hey guys, there's people walking. There's people walking up there. Not a bad gun. Now we have the Tempest Razorback. Been a while since I used this. I thought this was a DLC weapon, but I'm not sure. Oh my! Now we have the M13C, which is not to be confused with another gun that we're going to use in a couple minutes. There's somebody right up here. There's not anybody camping in the window? Shocking. Oh, there is. There they are. Now we have the 5.56 Advancer. Kind of reminds me of the FAMAS. Oh, man. Woo-hoo-hoo, from Cold War. Okay, the TR-76. I'm gonna be frank with y'all. I don't think I ever used this thing. Kind of like the Iron Sights though with it. Oh my. Not bad. Now we have the M4, which is all reliable. I mean, it's all reliable, man. It's so good. I miss the M4. Now we have the TAC 56, which is another crazy meta in this game. I feel like everybody used it. And that was why right there. Now the 5.56. We'll have to see what kind of angle we got up here for this. Oh, he's pushing me. Wait, did I just slide? I didn't even mean to slide. All right, the 5.56. Again, it kind of reminds me of the AUG from Modern Warfare. And now we have the M16. I don't know what I was trying to call this thing. It's the M16. Again, a lot of familiar guns. They're just named different things. And this, of course, I was gonna say it was automatic. It's 3-round burst. I think I got an automatic kill there by accident. I don't know how that happened. Now we have the Chimera, which I always thought was pretty underrated in this game. Can we get somebody with the Chimera? I feel like Chimera might have been a DLC weapon or battle pass weapon, whatever they call these things now. I really feel like... I was gonna say, I feel like they should be here. ISO Hemlock. Y'all recognize that one from Warzone if you played. Meta for 50 years. Now, we had the M13C. Now, I told you there was another one. It's the M13B. I know, the names are very, very original in this game. Lot of effort was put into these names. That's not a real-life person. That is. Okay, we have another cast-off here. There's so many cast-offs, I can't even... Oh, my. I didn't even mean to do that. But this gun was actually pretty good. And lastly, another cast-off. You'll never guess. Okay, that's on me. Another cast off. I didn't even know you could shoot like that. Okay, interesting. Okay, just for clarification, that was the cast off 74U and the cast off 545. There was like 95 cast offs in this game. Okay, what would I rate Modern Warfare 2 guns? You know, there's a you guys know me with MW2. We're not the biggest fans, but I actually didn't mind the ARs in this game. I don't think that they're top tier, but M13 or not M13, sorry. M4 and the TAC 56, a couple cast-offs, the ISO Hemlock, not bad. Honestly, not bad to me. Always classifies as C tier. Like, not bad. That's not bad. MW2 was bad. Guns, not that bad. We have made it to Modern Warfare 3. A lot of these are gonna look pretty familiar. I'm not gonna lie. Whether they've been in another COD or in the previous COD, we're starting off with the STG. Let's see what we got with the STG, man. Oh, this thing's been in a decent amount of CODs now. And I love it every single time it's in the games. Hey, is this team just... What are they doing? Okay, this is the BAL 27. I don't know what this scope is. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, this is not how I remember the BAL 27. I'm like charging it up or something. Next up, we got the MTZ. Don't really remember much about this gun besides I think I used it in Warzone a little bit in the beginning, and then I'm like, this gun actually sucks. Hey, guy right here. Yeah, baby. Okay, Ram 7. Now the Ram 7 of course was in Modern Warfare 19. Now it's in Modern Warfare 3, and like I said, there's going to be a bunch of guns that you definitely will recognize. I think these guys are literally sitting in their spawn not moving. I'm going to be sick to my... What the... Okay, that guy wasn't on the radar, but we'll take it. Now we have the SVA. Now if you remember this game in the beginning, like the pre-order bonus, we actually got this as a pre-order bonus. And this thing was unbelievable. I think it might have been in like the beta too. It's still really good. Now we have the BP50. You guys probably recognize this from MW2. Yeah, it's a different version, but it's just as good. Now we have my baby, the MCW, ladies and gentlemen. It's just so pretty, this gun. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so clean. The iron sights, there's always a gun in every COD that I could use all the time, and it's this one. I got Obsidian for it too. I'll take it. Now we have the Holger 5.56. Not really a gun that I used a ton, as you can tell. Did all the... What in the world was that guy doing? I don't know. All right, we're down to our final two, the DG56. I'm assuming there's going to be somebody camping here again. there is in the hotel here. Wait, was he not in there? Wait, what? That I was gonna say, this was a 3-round burst gun. Actually really good too, I think. And our last gun, the 5.56, just like the FR Advancer from MW2, but it is a different version of it. And it wasn't terrible. Not terrible at all. Not terrible at all. Okay, so MW3. I mean, I got some good memories with these guns because I played a lot of multiplayer, BP50, SVA, MCW, but the rest of the guns were kind of blah. Especially because we had seen a lot of them already, like the Ram, the FR 5.56. Like, I feel like for this game, overall, I feel like content-wise, the game was great, but just these guys, the ARs did not do a lot for me. Even when they brought in the STG and the BAU 27, it just, those versions of it didn't really do much for it either. I'm going to kind of hover in the same area as I did with MW2, and I'm going to go C tier. Now we go into Black Ops 6, and we're doing grind for this one, or I don't know. It would just be crazy hectic and all that, but we're starting off with the XM4. Let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, I love me an XM4, baby. Now the AK-74. Does it have the range? Oh my. You can tell the matchmaking has changed. Holy moly. Next up, we got the Amy's, which, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do love me the Amy's. I don't know about you guys. I feel like it's just something about this gun that I just love using. I actually really like the ARs in this game. Something about Black Ops guns that just get me twisted. Oh, yeah. Now the GPR 91. What is that guy doing back there? Is somebody over here? Oh! Moving right along to the Model L. Again, I mean, I'm loving these guns, man. You guys know I've said it. Oh, yeah. Goblin. Now, I don't like this gun. I'm not going to lie to you. Although it's not terrible, I just don't like single shot guns. Oh, my gosh. Now we have a familiar face from Modern Warfare 19. A lot of guns from Modern Warfare 19. The AS Val. Whoa. Now, another familiar gun from Cold War, the Krig C. He was behind me? And our final gun, which just got added recently. I guess there's not a ton of guns in Black Ops. So, I mean, so far, we are only halfway through, but... Oh, the Cypher. Whoa! We did it. We finally did it. It's all of them. So it's every game. Okay, so what would I rate the BO6 ARs? Okay, this might come at a little bit of a shock for y'all. I really like the Amy's. Love the Amy's. The Krig, the XM4, the Model L, and even the new Cypher. Dare I say these ARs are kind of underrated? I think I'm gonna go B tier. That's gonna get me in trouble with a lot of people, but I don't care. I don't care. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is every AR in Call of Duty history. Let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite game of ARs, and then what's your favorite individual AR as well. Thank you all for the support again. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to subscribe to the Going Dark podcast or the Star Wars channel, they'll both be down below in the description. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one.